very important thing. Most of the students, they don't know. Okay, even though they are having the gap because of the backlogs, they have huge number of backlogs. They'll apply to all the universities. Okay, here student first should decide what is his interest, okay, what he wants to do in the USA. The education system in the USA, it's different when comparing with the India. We have some students, they have gap of almost 6 years, 7 years, 8 years. Okay, even though they have a gap, they got the admissions from the universities.
Let's dive straight into the topic. Yeah, so I understood about the exams or tests which a student need to give for going to USA. Now, for example, I am a student, but I have some study gap.
Okay.
For example, I have completed my BCom or BTech in 2021, but I want to go to USA in 24 or 25.
Okay.
So, is it possible for me to opt for USA?
Yes, of course, actually, even though if you have a gap, we can do it. But there is no specific requirement to the universities. A student should not have any kind of gap.
Okay.
Okay, we can do it. It's not at all a problem. But in the gap period, whatever the gap a student is having, we strongly suggest if they have any kind of work experience.
Okay.
Like if they want to do for computer science program, okay, or data science program, it would be better should have some kind of experience related to the program that they wanted to do in the USA.
Okay.
We have some students, they have gap of almost 6 years, 7 years, 8 years. Okay, even though they have a gap, they got the admissions from the universities. But at the time of the visa interview, it would be the real problem is over there.
Okay.
Okay, the visa officer will question the student. Okay, what will you do all these years?
Okay.
So you completed your BTech or degree, BCom, whatever it is, you completed 2021.
Okay.
What are you doing all these years?
Okay.
They will ask these kind of questions.
Okay.
If we have some kind of work experience, okay, then it would be really helpful. Actually it's a good thing to have some kind of work experience, like 3 years or 4 years. It's really advantageous in terms of visa.
Okay.
And moreover, if you have a gap, you have some kind of work experience in that gap, then it would be really helpful at the time of in the university whenever you are applying some kind of assistantships. This gap, that work experience is also really helpful. But some students, they might have a gap, they didn't do anything. Okay, in that case, the universities, they don't do any kind of objection, but at the time of the visa interview, the visa officer might object.
We have to convey to him what we have done in this gap period.
Yes, they'll definitely
and
ask.
he should be convinced.
Yes, they'll definitely ask about it, what you did all these 2 years or 3 years.
Okay.
Okay, they ask you to explain. Okay, if we don't have anything, we can't tell them. If we have any kind of work experience, we should explain them what we did all those years and why we wanted to do the masters after this gap. Okay, it's really impressive.
Okay.
For the visa officer, it's really impressive for this gap, which one is utilized with the proper work experience.
So should I have to submit any additional documents if I have any gap, or it will be the regular documents?
It's common documents only.
Okay.
If the gap is there, okay, they don't have any kind of proof. Some students, they might have some medical issues.
Okay.
If they are having any kind of medical issues, in that case we will submit that medical certificate to the university. In most of the cases, the universities will not ask what you did in the gap period. Okay, if they are asking if you have any kind of medical treatment, you can submit that medical document. If you have a gap, you didn't do anything, okay, in that case, most of the cases they won't ask. If they ask you, we need to convey them what you did all those time period. But if you are having some kind of work experience, it's really helpful. It's an added advantage to the profile. Okay, the universities also will give some extra importance if you have work experience. It's added weightage actually to your application.
So I understood if we have work experience, but the gap is due to some backlogs. For example, I have some backlogs.
Yeah, okay.
The reason may be anything, but I have some backlogs.
Okay.
So I have taken some 6 months or 1 year or 1.5 year time to clear them.
Okay.
Now I am wanting to study in USA. Okay. So is it possible?
Yeah, it's possible, but here the universities are a bit selective.
Okay.
Here, this is the very important thing, most of the students, they don't know. Okay, even though they are having the gap because of the backlogs, they have huge number of backlogs, they'll apply to all the universities.
Okay.
Okay, here the condition, some universities, they have their own conditions, like we do accept the student if they are having only one backlog. Okay, if we do accept the student even though they have 5 backlogs, my highest number of backlogs accepted is 8. Okay. 10, 15, like this. Some universities, they have their own cutoffs.
Okay.
Okay, some universities, they don't have any cutoff. Some universities, they don't even take, even the student is having at least one backlog.
Okay.
Okay, depends on the university. Here we should be very selective. Whenever we are having a gap because of the backlogs, if the education is extended, if it is completed in 5 years or 6 years, it's really tricky while selecting the universities. We should be very much cautious in that case.
Okay.
Why? Because not all the universities are accepting with the backlogs.
Okay.
Okay, check properly.
We need to select such universities which are accepting.
where they are accepting the backlogs. If a student is having 10 backlogs, if you are applying to the university where they are not accepting the backlogs, they'll right away reject the application.
Yeah, understood.
Okay.
But it is possible for me, if I am having backlogs, I can apply for the US universities.
Yes, you can do it. We did process for some students.
Okay.
We did successfully processed for those students also.
Okay. So now I have got my degree in my hand.
Okay.
I want to study in USA.
Okay.
But I am confused about which course I have to select.
Okay.
So what do you suggest to the students who are selecting the course? Any tips or something? What is the process of that?
The student, actually, before even I am suggesting the student with some course, I'll ask the student first, what is your interest? Okay, some students, actually, they did computer science program here.
Okay.
Okay, they want to go for computer science only. Okay, some students, they did computer science here, but they want to go for business analytics program.
Okay.
Okay, they want to go for artificial intelligence. Okay, here student first should decide what is his interest. Okay, what he wants to do in the USA, whether he wants to do his related program, or some students, they are having some kind of work experience, they want to go for the MBA program. Okay, based on the student's interest, we will take the inputs from the student, then we will suggest it to the student. Here there are some students, actually, they completed mechanical engineering or electrical engineering or civil engineering. Okay, they are having some kind of work experience, 3 years or 5 years in the IT field.
Okay.
Okay, as we know, in the BTech colleges or degree colleges, they are recruiting the students even though they are not from the computer science background. Okay, they are working as a IT professionals.
Yes.
Okay, after 3 years or 4 years, they really want to do the masters in the IT field, IT, computer science, data science, whatever it is. But here they can go for it. Okay, based on the university, they can go for it. Here the major thing first to select the course, what the student really wanted to do in the USA. What is his interest? What is his passion for? Okay, what he wanted to do. Okay, he want to settle down as a software engineer, he can go for computer science program. If you want to settle down as a data analyst, he can go for data science. Okay, if you want to go settle down as a cyber security specialist, he can go for cyber security program. We have some students, actually, they did civil engineering program. Okay, they have some work experience, 1 year, 2 years or 3 years. They wanted to go for construction management.
Okay.
Okay, it's completely depends on the student's interest. Okay, some students, they are from the mechanical background, they want to go for multiple options are there, they can go for mechanical, industrial. Okay, based on the student's interest, we'll suggest to the courses.
So I understood that IT background guy selecting an IT related course.
Yes.
But you also mentioned that the mechanical guy selecting IT related with job experience,
Yes.
it will be helpful for him.
Yes.
But for example, I am a mechanical related guy who has completed BTech this year, and I want to do an AI or something related to IT in USA.
Okay.
Is it possible?
Yeah, it's possible, actually. Here, let us take an example. Okay, here we did apply to one student for some university in the USA.
Okay.
Okay, he's from the mechanical background. For university, we applied for the computer science program. Okay, in other university, we applied for the artificial intelligence program. Okay, here what happened here is, this computer science program where he applied, that particular university will check whether the student is really having the preparatory courses.
Okay.
Okay, the computer science background, core computer science background courses, whether the student is really having or not those subjects. Okay, if the student is having such subjects, they'll directly give the admission to the student.
Okay.
As he is from the mechanical engineering student, he don't have the background. Okay, in that case, these universities will give extra subjects.
Okay.
Extra preparatory courses, or we call it as a prerequisite courses.
Okay.
Okay, the universities will give prerequisites or the preparatory courses to the student as extra subjects because the student is lacking in those subjects.
In addition to the program subjects.
Yes,
Okay.
it's correct. In addition to the program, they'll give the extra subjects.
Okay.
Okay, especially it is for the computer science. When he's going for the artificial intelligence and all, if it is really required, they'll give. If it doesn't
Okay.
require, they don't give.
Okay. But it is possible for me to change my major, for example, from mechanical to IT with or without job experience.
Yeah, here we strongly suggest to the students, those who have a proper work experience only, if you want, you can change.
Okay.
Some students actually, they are freshers. They passed out this year, 2024. Let us take an example. They are passed out in 2024. They are from the mechanical background. If they want, they can apply for computer science program in some universities.
Okay.
But it's not suggestible as they don't have the background, and moreover, it would be very difficult for them to study over there. Okay.
Okay.
Here, different issues are there. First thing, they need to take the extra subjects. And it would be difficult for them as they don't have any kind of background. And even in the visa point of view also, it is a bit difficult. Okay. The visa officer is not convincible because you did bachelor's in different program. Okay, now you want to do the master's in other program.
Yes.
Okay, you don't know what you are doing. It's
Okay.
really a bit tricky in the visa
So there is a
point of
cases
view.
of rejection as well.
Slight chance are there. It is suitable for the students those who have a proper gap with work experience,
Okay.
not to the freshers or recently passed out students.
So I understood this course selection, but do you have any cases where for example, my parent want me to do some AI course, but I want to do some cyber security.
Okay.
Okay, he is thinking, or the parents are thinking that they have future in AI.
Okay.
But I want to do cyber security.
Okay.
So if this conflict comes in between, have you ever faced this type of conflicts?
Yeah, sometimes, rarely. Actually, most of the students, they'll go with the student's wish.
Okay.
Some cases, they might involve and they might encourage the students to take their interest subject. But if it is the case, it completely depends on the student parent understanding.
Okay.
Okay, both are very good courses. When if you are taking AI and cybersecurity,
Yes.
both are good courses. Both have very good future prospects. But if it is a different case, sometimes actually student wants to go for some advanced program. Okay, parents are not encouraging them. Okay, to do that kind of advanced program. In that case, we can convince the parents, or if the student is not going with some good program, in that case also we can convince the student to go with the parents wish, or we can convince the parents to go with the students wish, because here ultimately students should go for some good university, some good program.
Yes.
Where they have a future scope.
Yeah.
Okay, even though the parents or students, sometimes they might not know exactly. Okay, if we take this, they might know their relatives. They went long back,
Yeah,
10 years
that
back,
happens.
15 years
Yes.
back. They suggest them to he did so and so course. You also did the
Yes,
same
yes.
course. Sometimes they encourage them, but it's completely we should be up to dated. We
Okay.
should go with the updated things. Right now, data science and artificial intelligence, these kind of courses are bit trendy.
Yes.
Okay, and in the job market also, it's bit easy to get the jobs. Okay, and
Yeah.
high paid salaries also there. In general, we explain them what are the pros and cons in this kind of
Okay.
situations. Then they'll decide.
Okay.
Depends on the parents actually. Its final decision is them only.
Okay.
But we will tell them what is.
But you
what is
try
what-
to tell them that this is a
Yes.
better course
This
or
is a
this is a
better
better
course,
course. So what are the top courses you see generally students are opting for nowadays?
Anytime computer science is the hot cake.
Hot cake for
Hot cake,
USA.
USA.
Okay.
Next, nowadays, artificial intelligence. Some students, they are going for cyber security
Okay.
and data science nowadays, and information technology,
Okay.
and sometimes management information systems, and some business analytics. Actually, it's a bit trendy nowadays. Business analytics and data analytics also in some universities.
Okay.
Mostly these are a bit IT related. If some students actually related to civil, they are going to different fields like construction management. Some are going for industrial, mechanical, automobile.
Yeah.
Okay, different universities are there. Based
Okay.
on that, their background actually, their work experience, and their passion. Okay, with their interest, what they wanted to be in the future.
Okay.
By considering all these things, in general, they'll take the courses.
Okay.
But all are trendy, but here mostly nowadays actually people can hear every day about AI.
Yeah,
Okay,
AI is trending,
trendy.
obviously.
AI,
Yeah.
data science, computer science is evergreen, but these are few programs.
Okay. So what will be the average course duration if I want to do a master's in USA?
Here, the education system in the USA, it's different when comparing with the India.
Okay.
Okay, here we have a subject-based education. Okay, here for every semester the subjects are fixed, but in the US actually it's credit-based system. Okay, most of the universities, if we take the master's program, 30 to 36 credits will be there. Okay,
Achha.
if in some university 36 credits means almost 12 subjects, 10 subjects, 11 subjects. Most of the cases 12 subjects will be there. Okay, if a student complete the 12 subjects, he'll get the master's degree. Okay, 12 subjects in how many days you are completing? It depends on the student. Okay. If he can complete if he takes 3 subjects per semester, he can complete the whole course in 2 years. Okay, he can take the 4 subjects per semester, he can complete the whole course in 1.5 year.
Yeah.
Sometimes some universities, they are offering the course completely only 1 year program. Okay, they are designing it in a way like first it will starts in fall, August. Okay, first semester will be completed by December, then again it starts in January. Okay, it will be completed by April, then again the next semester will start in May. It will be completed by July. Okay. Some universities, they are offering 1 year program also. Depends on the university, depends on the subjects you are taking. In general, master's degree will takes at least 1 to 2 years. The general time period is 1.5 to 2 years.
Averagely 1.5 to 2 years is what course
for the master's program. For bachelor's, it depends on the university. Same like this only, 3 to 4 years for the bachelor's program.
Okay. So I understood about selecting the course. But I want to know about selecting the universities. Like USA means we hear about some of the top universities like Stanford, etc. So is it possible for an Indian student here to get admission over there? And as this video is brought to you by VmapU, your trusted partner in realizing overseas dreams since 2009. With expert counseling, personalized guidance, visa assistance and more. They have helped around 1.5 lakh students achieve their international dreams. Whether it's pursuing MS in USA, MBA in UK or in any other country, contact VmapU by clicking on the link below, register yourself by entering name, email ID and phone number, and they will call you back within 24 hours to guide and turn your aspirations into reality. And VmapU also offers free SOP maker, free LOR maker and free university shortlisting tool as well. Make sure to explore these. Thank you.